Right, I'm cracking on from the last one. I actually made the next one and then just deleted it. It was all right, but it went on a bit and there was a lot of gaps in it. And it's like, actually, I used it like I've said before on a lot of my vids about anyone who's watching these. Have a stab at making them for yourself. You don't have to publish them. There's quite a lot of therapeutic-related benefits just from talking about something, because you'll go, tell you what, mate, that cunt knows what he's on about. No, there's probably a more advanced or indeed actual psychologist would probably tell you the sort of dynamics of what's going on with your ego. As I said before, ego doesn't mean big head. It's just it's a sense of who you are. The ego that runs as a thread through every single thing that you think and say and do and want. And we've all got one. And it all needs acknowledgement and reassurance and all kinds of things. But they would tell you what's going on, probably. There's probably a bit of a sort of kind of an NLP sort of approach to it as well, where you look at things, or sort of psychodrama type element. What I mean is getting an objective viewpoint on yourself, because sometimes, like, that was it, the unsent videos that I did in psychology were me fucking talking like this to people. They weren't me talking to anyone about stuff. They were me being sort of basically a bit retributional, but not sending it. It's think of all the angry things you want to say and write them down. Well, you can do that in video format, and it has probably different attachments because you're using different parts of your brain. It's probably more of an emotive element to it, perhaps. Obviously, you're using your hearing and your eyes more rather than your reading and your understanding. So there is a therapeutic element to them in that sense. And so that's kind of how I've been using them, because I got to the end of the video and I was like, I want to sit here and keep talking. I do, because it's a weird way of fixing the loneliness. Like I say, when I called my favourite human yesterday, and there was an element of, I wish I was there. We were having a right laugh. Just being stupid. And I don't know, just doing stupid shit like we would. Like, people had commented before, we used to WhatsApp each other from the same room. Years ago that was. It'd be like from the toilet, or just sitting in the same fucking room, or we'd watch Family Guy in separate houses and commentate on it to each other on WhatsApp. I fucking love this bit. That sort of shit. But I love that. But it was weird that I was kind of pining as well. It didn't make me more lonely. I know I commented it on the video this morning that I'm going to be like, oh, I want to see you when I chat to people. But it's, it will be all I have, or I'll have this. And, I was just hit with the fucking sadness. I was just fucking hit with it, mate. I just felt fucking horrible, and that's just my fucking life, I'm afraid. That is just my fucking life. It's you just suddenly find that I suddenly find that I'm in the midst of it. That's how I correct myself there. All of you lot need to start doing that as well. You all use you language. That's like, anyone who uses you language should do the first week in rehab. Because they beat that shit out of you in the first fucking couple of days. When people start recounting their life and their experiences and say, you just feel like this and you just feel like that. And people go, why are you saying you? Well, you know what I mean. We'll say I then. Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll say I then. Oh, okay. I went. And yeah, because you won't personalise it. That's part of the psychology that's going on, that everyone doesn't think that happens to them. But it's little bits of denial. So use I language, not you language. Which is what I was trying to do, of course. It's now made me forget what I was originally talking about. It happens anyway. It does. It does. I just found myself feeling it, and just, it's hard to describe. It's hard to describe, but it's a very low feeling about me. Just to exist as me is almost shameful. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not rational. I never said it was. I'm doing these because I've got mental health issues. It always surprises me that people still expect rational thoughts to come from this head of mine. I've linked, like, mad has been the word that I have been described as more often than any other word in the English fucking language since as long as I can remember being able to understand what people meant when they were talking. Yeah, you're fucking mad, you're off key, you're fucking nuts. It's always involved madness. But not real madness, just madness you can take the piss out of. When it's actually real madness, it's like, well, no, it's not. You're not really mad. My world's never been real. It's never been real. Fucking, yeah, everything wasn't fucking ever real. It really wasn't. And that's when I know I'm in trouble, when I really get the fucking gravity of the statement. Just think, yeah, all the time I was thinking this, it was that, and all the time I was thinking that, it was this, and all the time, oh my God. Oh my God. And then you get told you've got schizoid symptoms, and this is what it means, is an inability to interpret the world around you. And you think, well, have I always had schizoid symptoms then? It's a very chicken and egg thing. It's a very chicken and egg thing. But having schizoid symptoms makes the likelihood of schizoid symptoms more likely. Makes the likelihood more likely, yes. Yeah, good job, yes. It does, because then your rational head will always second guess and doubt everything. So no, I don't know if people fancy me. I don't. Especially if I want them to. Because I'll see evidence of all of it. I'll see evidence of she definitely fancies you. She definitely just wants to be mates. She definitely thinks you're a dick. She's definitely just behaving like that because she's trying to hide the fact that she likes you. And she definitely knows that you like her, but she's not interested. And all of those simultaneously make fucking sense. My chat up line is probably going to have to be, I'm fucking shit at chatting people up. I've probably got more likelihood of chatting someone up and taking them home by just literally saying that. I'm fucking shit at chatting people up and taking them home. Just say that to every woman I ever meet. If you cast your net wide enough. But it's true, it's true. When you fucking see that you're that uncertain of everything, and you start seeing evidence of it happening again and again and again and again, until it's there's a kind of like, what the fuck do I know element to everything now. What the fuck would I know? What the fuck would I know? Literally. So then that in and of itself breeds more uncertainty and less self-assuredness. But then I come across as confident, because in a lot of ways I fucking am. Do you know why? Because my world is not real. Nothing matches up with anything. All of the people that have left me have been the ones that apparently love me the most. Oh man, I can't go on because there's just too many of them. There's just too many of them. Everything apparently just isn't happening in my world, including my illness. It's not happening. So I have to just be on my own and have it happen, because it's going to happen anyway. And this is part of it. And I said this morning, here we go, another great link. Fantastic link, Mikey. Thanks, Mikey. So this morning about talking about coping strategies. And, you know, if this is a coping strategy, it's a coping strategy. I did hammer it. What was it? Notes from a Cave. I think it was about 9 fucking vids in one day when I was really low, when I was stuck in it. That was, I don't know, Christmas time, or just before or just after. And then when I had not my most recent couple of weeks one, or there was one before that, there was 2 quite close together. And I remember commenting on that I didn't even make videos. Didn't even want to. It's the fucking negative monster. It was like fucking, who wants to fucking listen anyway? It's fucking, what's the point? What are you even going to say? What are you going to talk about? I didn't. And so then I just felt sad earlier, so I made that one about me feeling sad. I do feel a little bit better. He must be really pissed off with me, because what he keeps doing is once he actually settles, he puts one of his paws on me. He tucks his head in, and that he wants to settle. And it's very important to Gizmo which direction he's facing in when he settles. I sometimes have to go through this ritual quite a few times. Sometimes he'll come up to the bed and he'll be sniffing at me, but then circling off and coming back. You have to like take your time with him. He might stand up again. If you start stroking him, he might stand up and do the circles again. If you don't stroke the right part. If you do, he'll then sink down. And I keep doing this, that he finally gets settled, and then I move. It fucks him up and he's on his feet again. These are his little quirkities. He's literally halfway down. He's staring. He wants to sit down. His back paws have gone lazy to the side, but his front paws like, don't know about this. Not sure. I could always get up again. And all cats do that, don't they? They have to put something on you when they've licked themselves. I think it's this reassurance. Because they get, apparently cats, they won't preen sitting on you unless they really trust you. And it makes sense, doesn't it? Because they're not, their attention is elsewhere. And they are very defensive animals. They do jump with fright very quickly. That's their quickest defense mechanism, is get the fuck out of it. And they're very good at getting the fuck out of it very quickly. So yeah, it might be that the foot is just the reassurance, but it's still on me. It's still on my top. Bless him. Anyway, I'm waffling on about my gorgeous little cat. So I've clearly come to the end of the video. Now he's settled. Look, like the paw on my hand and the purring. Can you hear the purring? There's a little bit of Gizmo purring, just to end this video with a smile, and like, I'm a little bit happier at least.